I am here with your 25k PLO champion, Punat Punsri, picking up his fourth title at the Triton Super High Roller Series, first in a PLO event. Punat, I have a few questions for you. Firstly, where did the idea for you to jump in to the four-card streets with a lineup such as this final table, a bunch of PLO killers, come from to just jump in and play with some of the world's best PLO players?
I mean, at Triton, I've been dabbling in some of the PLO turbo events, the bounty ones, and I thought at this World Series, I kind of want to try to play some of the Hold'em no limit PLO mix events. So I thought I want to have some hands and volume in terms of understanding the dynamics of tournament PLO a bit more, because I come from more of a cash game PLO background, but 10 years ago, obviously, I haven't played anywhere near this standard. Yeah, I obviously ran not the best during the No Limit series, and yesterday I was trying to find inspiration to be more mentally prepared for Vegas, and I thought this could be a good opportunity for me to play with some of the best players. I mean, at the FT, there's some absolute world-class players that I'm already super happy to be in the same table as them, not in terms of potentially winning, but more so seeing what they do in certain spots and then trying to understand hand by hand why certain board textures functions in a certain way. And I felt as the tournament grew on, I kind of understand it a bit more. Yeah. I obviously still have a lot to learn, and yeah, hopefully this is a start to my interest in your favorite game.
Because yesterday, I mean, we're talking 24 hours ago, you were sat out on the terrace having a cup of coffee with Matt Belcher. You were going through the Triton Poker Plus app, reviewing some of the hands, and you were just like, you know what? I believe in myself. You're talking about the Bristol days, 10, 15 years ago, when you first dabbled in PLO. You've jumped in, and now you're here picking up your fourth title. And is it safe to assume that we're going to be seeing you in the PLO main, in other PLO events at Triton, now that you've got a trophy?
I mean, I'll probably play the last Turbo Bounty one, just because of the fact that it's quite similar to the Hold'em Bounty Quattro one. But I mean, yeah, I obviously ran super good to win. I mean, I obviously quite enjoy the format a lot more, especially after playing a lot of the Hold'em events. This is kind of a good change of pace, but I obviously need to understand a lot more in terms of how things work and even ranges and stuff, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's a good start to my kind of tournament PLO journey. I just hope I can improve fast and maybe one day be able to compete here more competitively.
Now, I know you've been doing a ton of work behind closed doors back home in Thailand. It's part of the reason you've been showing up to these as well. We've spoken privately about how Triton really gives you the platform to help grow the game for the Thai viewership and the Thai fan base back home. What does this do for that? Because now that you've picked up a title in a second discipline, you know, you've got the 3 titles in No Limit Hold'em, now 1 in PLO, it really showcases that this is a skill game, right? There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of skill that goes into mastering this craft. And I know you've been wanting to, keep pushing and growing the game back in Thailand. Is this going to help change things? Are we one step closer now to a Triton Thailand or Triton Bangkok with a win here?
I mean, firstly, in this format, I wouldn't say it's a display of my craft, because obviously everyone at the final table was better than me. But I felt for me personally, it feels like it gives me inspiration to try to improve, just because I really enjoyed the whole tournament. In terms of Thailand legalization, I think we've come at the stage where people now accept it more than mindful. We just need to fix certain regulations and change certain public kind of perception about the game. And it's kind of good for me to win in a second discipline, because I think there's so many variants of poker that people don't really understand or know about. I think PLO is probably one of the formats that Thai people actually play a lot, actually. But there's obviously mixed games as well. There's limit hold'em, there's heads up. There's so many different things, So it's good to expose the Thai public into these new kind of variations of poker, and hopefully they enjoy the broadcast today and and become more engaged in the other formats of poker besides hold'em.
Now, lastly, you just said that this was very special for you for a few reasons. Back home, you've got your dad, who was one of the people that really introduced you to, different kind of skill games using cards. And you said your grandparents, your grandma specifically, was watching this. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to say something to the people that have been supporting you from back home.
I mean, as a tournament poker player, you get to obviously live a life well traveled, but that means you obviously need to leave responsibilities away from home. And my grandma actually hasn't been having her best year health-wise, and she never like wanted me to just stay in Bangkok with her. She always wanted me to come to pursue these kind of priorities. So throughout this series, she was in hospital. She's recovering now, but I kind of at some point feel a bit guilt of like being away for so long, you know. But yeah, I've been doing this for 3 years now. When I started playing tournament poker, I never thought like I was going to be doing this every year throughout the year, like 7 months a year. So it's quite emotional for me because like every day when even things weren't going so well, I didn't want to call her too much because she's quite tired, but I also don't want to relay bad news, you know. Prior to this FT, I actually called her saying like this is like my first real like chance to win a trophy in this series. I mean, I had one before, but that was a turbo, so I didn't have a chance to tell her. But I fought with her. She felt healthier, so I told her I was going to try and win this for her, and yeah, good that it happened, so I can call her now.
I think it's very safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that your grandma is going to be very proud of this victory. I want to introduce Luca Vivaldi with your 4th Triton trophy, as well as the 550K that is going to be coming with that. Ladies and gentlemen, your 25K PLO champion, Mr. Punat Punsri.